Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Senator. As you somewhat know, Madam Secretary, I'm a bit Johnny One Note on implementation of the law, especially with respect to sign-ups and exchanges, et cetera, and I'm very concerned that not enough is being done so far. Very concerned. When I'm home, small businesses have no idea what to do, what to expect. They don't know what affordability rules are. They don't know when penalties may apply. They just don't know. I mean, I was talking to one CPA. You know, he's not histrionic. He just being straight with me. He says, Max, I just got to tell you that, you know, my clients, small business people, are just throwing their hands up, and I don't know what to tell them. That's just from the small business perspective, let alone all the other issues that are going to be arising here. And people, as I discussed earlier, and as you well know, a lot of people have no idea about all of this. People just don't know a lot about it. And the Kaiser poll pointed that out. I understand you've hired a contractor. I'm just worried that that's going to be money down the drain, because contractors like to make money more than they do like to do anything else. That's their job. They got to worry about their shareholders and whatnot, and also all the other agencies are all involved. People are going to be really confused, and maybe give some thought to a one-stop shopping somehow, so you can go to one location, a business person, one location, to get the answers. I just tell you, I just see a huge train wreck coming down, and you and I have discussed this many times, and I don't see any results yet. What can you do to help all these people around the country? What in the world do I do, and what do I know what to do?
Well, Mr. Chairman, as you know, and we have had these discussions a number of times, we certainly take outreach and education very, very seriously. It's one of the reasons that I think we were incredibly disappointed that our requests for additional outreach and education resources were not made available in the CR of 2013. Having said that, we have engaged in efforts with the Small Business Administration, who is doing regular meetings around the country with our regional personnel. We have just released a request for proposal for on-the-ground navigators, individuals who come out of the faith community, out of the business community, out of the patient community, out of the hospital community, who will be available to answer questions, walk people through scenarios, hold seminars. We do regular seminars and webinars, but we also understand that people have a lot of questions, and are deploying as many resources as we can to answer those questions and get folks ready to engage in open enrollment on October 1st.
Well, do you have benchmarks? Do you got dates by which a certain number of people know what's going on? I mean, all these polls, for example, show that we're not making much headway. Do you have a goal that 2 months or 30 days from now, and that same poll is taken, that percentage is down by X percent, and 60 days from now it's down by X, that people know where to go and what to do? Are you surveying the accountant's profession, work with businesses, and get a certain percent that or feel confident? I mean, you need data. And do you have any data? You've never given me any data. You just give me concepts, frankly. And government's not a business, but you're going to have some data, benchmarks, to figure out how much progress you are or are not making.
Well, we do not have benchmarks for how many people know what. We don't intend to do polling and testing in terms of what people know. We do have some very specific benchmarks around open enrollment, and we have a campaign and a plan to lead up to open enrollment.
And what is it, the campaign and the plan?
Well, Mr. Chairman, as we have discussed, there will be people on the ground starting this summer.
How many?
Will be, I can't tell you at this point.
And what point in the summer? Geographically, what states? That's the kind of information I'm asking for. You're only going to be able to do a decent job if you know the answers to these questions.
Yes, sir. And I'd be happy to give you all of these specifics. As I said, we just put out the request for proposal. I can't tell you about the numbers because we don't have the information back yet about how many people in which states are going to be actively engaged on the ground, but I will be happy to share that with you as we move forward.
And it depends upon states that have exchanges and those that don't. And there's just a lot of factors here.
We will be focusing, the request for proposal for navigators at this point is on the states where the federal marketplaces will be in place.
What's a navigator?
A navigator is going to be an individual who will go through training and be available. Pardon me?
How many Americans do you think know what a navigator is?
I have no idea.
I'll bet you it's, well, we have two here. Okay, you can understand my angst. I'm going to keep on this until I feel a lot better about it. Thank you. Next, Senator Nelson.